Alrighty. Striker versus Borg. This is the last game of the round 3 upper bracket finals. So all three of the other games have been played, and now Striker and Borg are the only ones left. And we're seeing some Civ choices that we have not seen in quite a while. Actually, whoa. If you're down, I'm down. I'd love to get you to jump on a call with me. Striker, standard opening. Probably going to go quick second town center. Needs to fight off whatever Borg is going to be dropping down right now. Probably a barracks. Imagine if that was true, Yuri. Imagine if that was true. Alright. Borg is going to be going on the offensive in the early game. Actually, let's talk about this. So the maps in this rotation, this round, are slightly different. We got Ghost Lake as the first map. I like Ghost Lake. It's hard to wall off. You gotta defend from a lot of choke points. But I can't say it's my favorite. That being said, there's a long enough rush distance where Borg is not going to have the easiest time pressuring his opponent. He has stolen like pretty much every single sheep from across the map, though. What a boss. So Striker, I don't think he even will be able to fall off his hunt onto any goats or sheep, because he's stealing everything. Ah, okay. That's a shame. Let's see here. Striker's going to see the barracks. He should have seen the barracks. Yes, he did. And so the first couple of spearmen across the map. Scout's already here. Knows where the hunt is. He's going to try to do some chip damage as the scouts... These are both do 4 or 3 DPS apiece. Actually, no, I'll take that back. They do no damage to villagers. Striker almost has enough stone and will soon have enough wood. Actually, does have enough stone. He needs to take these guys off of the stone mine just in time. He's just still waiting on... Oh, he's not housed. Why is he getting loon? Interesting choice. You don't often see this. He's baiting the spearman in. Alright, I see where he drops down the... See where he drops down his second town center. Very defensive. Very, very defensive. I'm surprised he didn't put on his gold and to secure this this wood line. But I guess this TC does secure this far back wood line. Or he's going to try to pressure this, at least kill 1 or 2 villagers. Might get 1, but Striker's probably going to... Yeah, great micro. And so if Striker continues to do like this... No, he actually... He ungarrisoned his units, and Borg went back and started to tackle the actual herd villager. So he's doing good damage. Did lose a lot of spearmen, though, for that. Gathering his own stone. So he's going to have a second town center not too long from now. And Striker actually has more than enough food in the bank to continue that double TC production. One cool thing that I saw him do is he didn't actually get handsaw right away. He had more than enough food, but in order to secure his double TC production, he skipped going on a handsaw once he got to H2. So very interesting to see. Choosing to go actually archery range first to defend against any additional aggression from the spearmen of Borg. Borg is just going to be continually harassing, checking if Striker's going on one hunt or the other. Surprised he hasn't... he has a scout here, but he isn't seeing that Striker's back on this hunt. Let me check back in his base. He's getting up his second town center, also very defensively. Also very defensively. Greeky's saying he could tower up this gold mine. That's not a bad idea. There really isn't another safe gold. There's this gold right here, and then this gold, and no gold other than that. It's not really. Yeah, that's not really a good gold situation here for Striker. So he's got to literally find a way to get out of this base before running out on this gold mine. Talks are on the field, and as more and more talks come out on the field, he'll be able to secure his map control yet again. Let's take a villager count. 27 villagers to the 22. So Striker's early second town center is paying dividends right now. And shortly, I'm sure the population difference will play out. Striker actually floating a lot of food and doesn't have any production yet that can utilize it. Let's see, in Borg's base. Ooh, look at this. He's transitioning to some raiders. And I've never understood this, why you would get a villager to build your barracks or your production facilities as Norse. But, you know, it is what it is. Striker housed right now. Desperately getting up some houses. Might choose to go to age 3 behind this. Actually, take that back. He's dropping down way more production facilities. The Raider is going to be a pain in these talks, but it's kiting well. And with the only one number, one Raider, it's not going to be good enough. And the infantry need to run. Striker still housed a little bit there. Unable to continue producing these double villagers. 35 villagers to 32. So Borg is caught up. But Striker is macroing really hard. So he's going to be dropping down a ton more production facilities soon. Getting up that double Tox production, double Spearmint production. But good harassments from Borg on both sides of his opponent's base. The name of the game, at least in this matchup, is going to be just massing up a critical number of units as the Greek player. Possibly catching off Borg if he's not paying attention. Taking a really good fight and then just making that full push. But Borg's keeping up. Despite all of these raids, he's keeping up in production. Like 67, 69 now. Nice. Both of them. And that's even with the fact that Raiders are one population. Wait, hold on. It looks like Striker was trying to push Borg back a little bit. Regrouping his army in the middle of the base, in the middle of the Ghost Lake. You see this often. Let's see here. Armory coming down. Do we have an armory for Borg? No, but we have skirmishers being trained. Really good choice. Highly specialized unit, particularly to take out the huge Tox ball that Striker's going to have soon. Neither player going age 3. Striker's spending his resources well. Same with Borg. Looks like they're both just jockeying for position in the middle of the map. Neither one of them wanting to take a bad fight. Knowing how critical it is at this stage in the game to not take a bad fight. Striker's going to see the size of Borg's army. Oh, look at that. Good unit control. I don't think he can take this yet. I see a villager count. 48 villagers to 50. Okay, this might be a bad fight to take for both players. Like, I'm not sure who would come out ahead. I think it would be Borg as long as Striker doesn't keep kiting. But the Spearmen are getting on the Raiders, and that's not good. There goes the front line. And now all of these Tox Odis can just chew up the meat line, or the infantry of Borg. Really good unit control for the Spearmen. And Striker takes a 20 pop lead and pushing forward with his Tox. Let's see here. Only still on one archer range. And now this safe second town center spot is going to come in clutch. Can't be pushed in too hard. Although there's a lot of exposed villagers here. Oh, nope. Just a big pot shot. One villager goes down. Nothing too scary. Borg knows he can't take this fight right now. Doesn't want to engage. Fine to let, you know, a production facility go down. Might try to just push Striker off. Scare him a little bit. Does that. Jockeying with his raiders. Tries to get Striker out of his base, but this kiting is so strong. The range of the skirmishers versus and the range of the throwing axemen is just not enough to fight against the kiting. Toxotes and Borg just can't let his army continue to kite it like this. Each wave is just so devastating. In the end, not too bad. Striker is still ahead in population. And let me see, do they have any? He does have the armory upgrade, the pierce damage upgrade. What about nothing else? Here, Borg is getting temper. It's going to be critical. Surprised he's putting this barracks up here. Let's see here, nice vision by Striker on this side of the map. 120, still ahead on population. Let's see here, he's just begun to move out of this base, so this is his second goal that he's trying to secure. And I think the pressure that he's putting on here in the second age as Greeks is probably going to work. Still not that large of a meat line, or a meat shield. And I think, oh, double armory. Look at this. I missed this. Or dropping down another barracks. Interesting choice. I think he'd want to go for more of a cav heavy choice, but I guess I'm wrong. Given the amount of spearmen that he saw Striker have. But H3 coming out of Striker. Borg not confident yet going to H3. I think he could just wait a little bit for some wood and queue it up right now. Any second now, I'm sure, but Striker is floating a lot of resources, so that means that as soon as nice rating. Means as soon as he gets to H3, he can get a bunch of armor upgrades, get some champion upgrades. Yeah, Borg should be going up to H3 any second now. Couple spearmen, champion spearmen at that, being sent to handle this raider raid. Borg floating a lot of resources now, not maxed out, not going to H3. Wondering what he's thinking. Just continuing to get lots of throwing axemen. And throwing axemen, since they cost wood, right? They, oh, did they just cancel those throwing axemen? But since they cost wood, he can't actually go to the third age because he's using his wood. Hoplites coming in. Toxoid champion being queued up by Striker. This is going to be a powerful age 3 army soon. Once those upgrades queue up, and Borg is going to the third age. But maybe he can take a really good engagement while the spearmen are out of position. But the raiders are getting on some of the Tox, but the Tox ball's still big, and Temper's being queued up. Everything's being queued up. I think that was the best fight that Borg could have hoped to have taken. Somehow that went his way, despite going to age 3, despite being down in armory upgrades. Wow. I think that was strictly due to the half second the Striker wasn't paying attention. As now Borg is going to age 3, he has a huge bank for gold, so easily able to get this really strong throwing axeman champion upgrade. He can get Raider champion as well, just to be a good tank against the Pierce armor. Actually, it looks like more skirmishers maybe in the future for Borg. None of these players getting any walls yet. Actually, I take that back. Look at this. Looks like Striker's going to be putting up a really nice marker line with this third town center being dropped over here. Third town center for Borg being dropped on this side of the map. Also walls going down, both these players in sync with each other. Throwing axeman champion, Raider champion. Am I a god or am I a god? It's Let's get a Vil count as Wout says, 78 to 75. And I think Striker's going to continue to produce villagers. I'm surprised he's doing that instead of dropping down another market. Borg has stopped making villagers and is probably going to get a market line and have that. Yeah, here's the market. Have that be the villager count increase over the next couple of minutes. Yeah, walls being dropped down. Walls are actually more expensive now than before. I think, yeah, they're four stone instead of the previous amount of stone they used to be, which is 3. Much better front line here. Hoplites. Actually, now that I wonder what spearmen. Spearmen, what is their melee infantry armor? Ooh, spearmen might actually be better. Just due to the melee infantry armor that and melee cav armor that they have. And since Borg doesn't have too much of pierce armor damage in his army, it could be better. Broadhead arrows being trained up, skirmisher, champion being trained up, and so the army of Sporg doesn't necessarily want to take this fight, but he's going to take it anyway. There's a lot of this. I can't tell which way it's going. It's fairly even. Oh no, the front line of strikers melted. Oh my goodness. There are a ton of talks here in the mix, but there's just as many skirmishers. There's 11 skirmishers, so deadly. The caravan's getting out of the fight. It's a bear. Don't count the bear out. Man, kiting is so strong. So as long as Striker continue to put the pressure on and walls, no balls. Yeah, as long as Striker can keep a distance and not have room to fall back, he should be good. He's putting the initiative. Pierce armor, these berserkers so strong. Where are these caravans going? Striker actually, he managed to. His pop is so much higher than Borg's. Borg just doesn't seem to have the production to keep up. These berserkers are trying to get their crazy area of effect damage. There's just not enough. There's not enough of a back line here. Not enough skirmishers in the mix. Still 41 talks champion. Yeah, and there goes the army for Borg. It just took a bad fight. Maybe berserkers aren't necessarily what he needs. He needs some. The throwing axemen seem to have worked really well with potentially some raiders. And yeah, he's getting some more stables. Just didn't have enough stables, I think. What is this? Siege workshop to close the game. We saw this out in a couple other games that we were watching, where the Greek player needed those rams to close out the game because there's just not enough of a melee damage army here. Borg is desperately trying to get up some guard towers, but now Striker's actually in the mix of the market line, so no more gold income for Borg. Striker not actually taking out any of the economy of Borg yet. Borg still wasn't able to get up any of these. Hiding in his army. It's down still 50 population. Oh man, the 50 talks in his base. Let's get a villager count. 60 villagers down to the 86. Market line is up for Striker, but he's doing the damage that he needs to be doing. Greeks are taking it. Did not expect this, but he's in the middle of the production too, and these guard towers would have been so great. Borg just not able to do anything about it. Strong engagements by Striker and Borg, but at the end of the day, Borg and the Toxball win. Striker and the Toxball win. Alrighty. So that's game 1 of this best of 5. 1-0. Let me change this here. 1-0 for Striker. Ghost Lake. Ah. Oh, it does say best of 3. Good catch, good catch. Best of 5 is what it is. Thank you, P. Do you want to join for co-cast, PFTK? Sweet. I'll give you a call. Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello, good sir. I can.
Nice.
How are you doing?
Kind of sleepy. It's 12:40 here. Same for poor Striker, but I'm still here.
Striker did well despite being 12:40, so he's trying to close out this match quick.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It was a close game, though. I think Borg had a few moments where he could definitely win the game.
Yeah, very close game. He took some engagements that I didn't think he would win, and even Striker didn't think he would win, but he ended up winning, especially that one in the middle. But in the end, yeah, Striker just had a ton more production, and so he was able to get to 180 pop much quicker.
Did you check if he had a Go-Get Discipline or any of the Academy techs?
I did not.
That's fine. Can you share your screen, perhaps?
Yes, I can. Good call. Screens. Alright. So, is Mountain Crossing. Striker switching to Romans. And Borg is actually switching to Persia.
Now, the first thing that I noticed, why is his Roman civ called Tyler 1?
His other one was called the Mista. No Hunt. Sure.
Yeah, it's true.
Just a reminder, everybody who's watching, the players can restart within 2 minutes of starting the game.
For any reason.
For any reason, correct. And this reason happened to be a very valid reason.
True.
Alrighty. Mountain Crossing.
Yeah, quick tip, by the way, when you're in the map list of the arena, you can just press the first letter.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I looked into sorting the list alphabetically, but it's actually more difficult than it might look like. It's not just a simple list, but yeah, let's get started on this map again.
Hunt has
Striker
been found.
spawning. Yeah, Striker spawning is the blue Romans on the left side, and Borg is the red Persians on the right side of Mountain Crossing. Now, does Borg have hunts this time? I think, or maybe below the gold mine, or actually not below the gold mine because.
Yeah.
All right, 1 hunt for Borg, but I think Striker has 2 hunts.
Yeah, 1 hunt here, 1 hunt there.
You might want to let them know in the chat.
Yeah. Let me just.
Or pause it, actually. Pause. Public.
Yes.
Of course, it's unfair for a Striker. Yeah, Mountain Crossing has always had these inconsistent spawns. We need to ask Recon to do some of his magic here for us.
Well, maybe here, right?
No, if he had hunts,
Oh,
he
you're
would
right.
see it
You would
because
see it.
yeah, yeah. Okay, cool.
This one will work, 100%. I can tell. I have a feeling. Yeah, recon, please.
Yep. Try pressing M. Does it work?
Oh,
Oh.
there it is.
Uh-huh.
Mountain crossing. Okay. But I have to like click it, go down, and then press M. Okay.
Oh really? Yeah, I only know about this because Striker told me. I actually haven't tried it out myself yet. Okay. Third
Oh.
time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. Yep. Alrighty. Striker, again. On the left side. And Borg as the Romans, sorry. And Borg on the right side as Persia. Hunt
Yes.
here. Should be hunt here. And then
I mean, if
hunt-
it's just one for either player, it's already fine, I think.
Yeah.
As long as it's equal,
that is the key.
that is the key. Needs to be balanced. Doesn't have to be good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
hunt
so-
back here, so it's fine.
Both of the players are actually starting with a hunt star, so no early barracks or Castellum shenanigans. Maybe Borg actually. Oh, there we go. Actually, there's a Castellum from Striker building it with his engineer. Fast Spearman Rush. Now, curious people in the chat, how do you play Romans versus Persians? You don't
Maybe.
often see Romans in streams.
I think I watched yesterday again the great games that Zern played against. Oh, he's in the chat. He's gonna think I'm boosting him, but like the games that he played against Ardashir as Persia v Persia, and Persia really can't do anything against heavy aggression from either Persia themselves or in this case, like Striker's legionaries also have fairly high pierce armor, like 0.2 still. So if he just really puts pressure on Borg in the early game while he's trying to go for this really greedy docks and second town center opening,
Which is exactly what's
could
happening
work.
right now.
it
Yeah,
could work.
but let's see. Borg can afford a tent. Is he aware of the Spearman Rush? He is. He is.
now. He's definitely aware. He's getting.
Yep.
He's getting the.
The walls are helping.
Look at this. He's doing so much damage to the spearman. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. This is 3 spearmen, right? Out on the field.
Yeah,
sure,
but
one
2
is
of them are
damaged.
half dead. Oh, look at this. Nice.
The
It's,
biggest brain
who
play.
was it that did this? Somebody else. Trying to remember now. I can't. Was it the Ace actually? Somebody did exactly this play on Mountain Crossing that they just walled off their dock. So now Striker has to try and do whatever damage he can inside the range of the TC, and I think Borg can hold off, and he's actually researching a tent already, so
Good.
things are looking quite good for him. Yeah, I think
One-
Striker's gonna be surprised.
One small thing though, he is unable to actually repair this, right? So if he had continued to gather some stone, he'd be able to repair, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look like he's going to be able to repair it.
I'm not sure if Striker's gonna stay there because he can't actually attack the walls without being in the range of the town center. So every second he spends attacking the wall is a second his spearmen get damaged.
That being
now
said, even without doing
Yeah.
any damage, like look at Borg's economy; it's all over the place.
Mhm.
His food eco is a bit too crazy right now, and doesn't have enough. Didn't have enough wood to get to the second age.
He is still hunting, isn't he? That's why his bank is so
Yes.
high. Yeah. It's gonna be all right though. Look at Striker's resource bar. He is not gathering any stone yet, so he should probably look into doing a lot of damage with the spearmen. He wants to not fall behind in economy
Hmm.
compared to Borg. But Striker does have a dock built himself, so yeah, there's his first fishing boat being made. But Borg is 3/4 of the way done with his H2,
This
so
comes up to
yeah.
35 population in age 1. Don't see that often, but this is means he can do a lot of damage. 8 spearmen is not nothing. You can actually deny the TC with 8 spearmen. So depending on where Borg places and how confident he is, he can very easily be looking at
Yeah, let's
2-0.
say
And look at this smart play.
yeah.
Throws the spearman in here just to make sure, get some scouting information. Doesn't see the
Is
second
the scout
TC.
dead?
Yeah, the
The
spearman
Roman
died.
scout. No, 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 no. Is the Roman scout dead? The actual scout
No,
guy?
it's
No.
over here.
There it is, yeah. But that's
Ooh.
a pretty safe second TC from Borg. If struck, oh my god. As I say that,
Depends.
here comes Borg, but maybe Borg wants to sacrifice that villager just to buy time.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Now,
smart.
yeah, and she's not even gonna die, and the 8 tent is gonna heal her back up. Yeah, very nice play from Borg. Getting that second TC up.
Now he's secured both, like, not only has he secured his woodline, secured defense of his dock, like he's got everything under wraps.
But at the top of the map, Striker has made another dock, yeah.
Yes.
So Borg needs to start to move out soon
Giving-
enough.
Oh, he's actually gathering stone. He's
Mhm.
gonna try to get a second town center up as soon as he can.
Yeah. Now Borg is gonna scout the dock. I just saw his vision go
Yes.
there. He might barely miss the dock. No, no, Borg is too good for that. Nice job. Yeah, he's gonna know. And
Speaking-
Striker is aware that Borg is aware. He just looked there. Yeah, he knows that he knows.
He knows that he knows.
Yeah.
Archer range going
stab-
down. Barracks going
Rack
down.
stable.
No, no,
never
no
mind.
stables. No
Yeah,
stables.
yeah.
He's afraid.
Rack's range. Well,
Rightfully so.
rightfully so. Another archer range actually.
Surprised
One
he's
rack
not.
to range.
Surprised he's not going in, taking a peek, right? Like something's got to be going down in Borg's base, and with that many units, you can just go in, take a look, and try to
Wow.
farms.
Farms, yeah. Does Borg have the net lures upgrade? Is it net lures, the first one?
No, he
Net lures.
doesn't.
Yeah,
It's not
I think
getting-
that's
Wow.
yeah, I think it's just something that happens in the heat of the moment. You stockpile a lot of wood, and you just the first thing that comes to your mind is to plop down a few farms. But I think it's not the biggest deal. It's
No.
okay.
Yeah, he's gonna
can-
not gonna need those for a while.
Yeah.
Let's check in Striker's base.
Striker's
second
still
town center.
on one Castellum and making only legionaries, so those two archery ranges are not not a wrong choice so far.
No, it's a great
Or-
choice. I think that's
Yeah.
pretty much the. I think that's the play for Persia in this matchup, right? You get some Asabara, you get some Spearmen.
Is that a Praetorium? Is that a Praetorium going down? No, it's an Auxilia
Auxiliary
camp.
camp and a second
Interesting.
Castellum.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's the villager count like?
33 villagers to 39. So Borg.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for Borg to react in some way to that top dock. Other than that, he's doing really well in this game so far.
Early
Armory.
armory. Wow.
Love
Maybe
it,
it's for
love
pierce damage.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a massive bowman ball. And that's gonna work well. I mean, Striker is not making any. What's the name? Decorions. Yeah, no Decorions from him just yet.
Borg's worried
He's
about it.
on.
He's got.
He's on one. He's on one auxiliary camp so far. He's adding a second now, though. Okay.
Another Castellum. So he's
Third
gonna have
Castellum.
legionaries and slingers.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's not getting Sacramento.
Sacramento. Yeah, that's
Before-
one of the upgrades that is really good to research before you start. Making your units kind of like Babylonian Bowman Champion.
Yeah, it pays off
The
so well.
earlier you get it. Yep. Borg
So
actually
quickly.
walling off the top side. Is that a wall
Both
at the top?
both the top and the
Mm,
bottom of his base. Wants to make sure he
Okay.
can fight right in the middle.
Yeah, I think he's just rushing towards a very large, fairly upgraded Bowman ball and just push out and take out Striker's army before it gets too big. And if they engage right now, I think Borg can come out on top.
Really? Even with these slingers?
Yeah.
I think the slinger
Yeah, yeah,
tagging
yeah, yeah, yeah.
should be able to be... yeah, look, he's slinger tagging really well. And Borg is running... actually, he's getting all of these spearmen caught up in these legionaries.
Yeah, I'm now having second thoughts, but
He still has... he's
Still-
able to defend
still-
it easily. But
yeah, still not too bad. Has he researched anything from his armory yet?
no, he
There he
just
goes.
started. Just started.
Yeah.
I think he was missing some gold, and soon once he gets some more guys on gold, and wow, holy, 12 guys on gold this stage in the game. No handsaw, no pickaxe,
Yeah.
no picker's gloves, no nothing. Oh no.
Yeah.
So despite having villager leads at 50 to 55, like this is it's enough
15%.
villagers where it matters, right?
It's
That's
pretty much it's pretty much the difference between the villager numbers, 50 plus 15%, kind of like
Mhm.
yeah, might as well make more villagers. I mean, might as well have fewer villagers with more upgrades. Is what I'm trying
Oh
to say.
no. What were these guys doing? But it might be baiting. Yeah, okay, good. Borg knows not to be baited in.
Still though, well, this kind of retreat is dangerous because slingers, yeah, exactly like that. Slingers do get those pot shots off,
That's actually
and
good.
Balearic slingers have a lot of range. So
They are super expensive though, right? Like 35
not really. No,
wood.
I mean, no, they're the same cost as the Persian's bowman actually.
True.
Yeah. But they are only good against range units, of course.
Yep. Striker can go to the third age, and I think Borg actually needs the third age to stop this really strong aggression from Striker. What is Striker?
Mhm.
Oh my God, Castellums.
He just peeled off a few legionaries to the bottom right to raid the gold. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and he researched Presidium, and now he's trying to forward build.
What a boss! What a boss!
I think those villagers were here for that. The ones that died.
Yep.
Yeah.
And look, he's still rallying. He's rallying his villagers up here.
Oh, yeah, Presidium rush.
That's one way to gain map control, and oh God. And then you can not only get that, but you can also get what's the DPS? 10 DPS.
Mhm.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, and it has more health than usual barracks too. 50% more, so it's not so easy to take down either.
Is that more than a what's the HP of guard tower?
Guard tower is 1,200.
Wow, so it's like triple what a guard tower is, or almost
Well, I
triple
mean,
what a guard tower is.
But guard towers have 25 DPS, so
True.
yeah. And the range is actually quite low. It's only 12 range if you don't have anything inside the castellum. So
True. Very true.
there's also that. Yeah, it's more of a defensive structure. I don't really. I'm not used to seeing it. Shooting an enemy house.
This is-
Out of all things.
This is Striker changing the meta one play at a time.
Yeah, but as his slinger count grows, Borg sees it and he's swapping to Sparbar, and he actually researched Sparbar's champion just now. But
Getting
as I
Asset
say
Bar as
that,
well.
yeah, but H3 is soon coming in for Striker, and if he gets Balearic Slinger champion, they're going to be even longer ranged.
True.
Oh, there's the
very true.
villagers. Oh, he's actually garrisoning the villagers.
Oh, another siege
look at this.
workshop.
Oh yeah, that's
Similar
gonna
play
be
to last game.
problematic. Yeah, this is the problem. This is where the problem starts for Borg. All of those bowmen
I think
will
if
not
he
be
can,
able to deal.
if
with-
he can get a sizable amount of Asabars in the mix here, he should be fine. He just needs to not overcommit. Like he doesn't need to take this fight right now. He's safe in this one gold in the back of his base. Like, in saying that these are really cost-effective trades for Borg. He's only losing like a little bit of his front line, and these
Yeah,
units are very
legionaries
expensive.
Yeah, they are. But now it's dangerous for him because the front line is all but gone, and those slingers just have a field day with
Yeah.
those bowmen.
Oh, Scorpios being trained,
Scorpios.
not even battering
Yeah,
rams.
sure. I mean, Scorpios are still pretty good against ranged units.
Oh, Borg's going in for more each time he goes in for more. This huge slinger ball is just taking really good pot shots.
Yeah.
The back and forth is brutal. Borg is, see, 73 villagers
But
to 71.
there's the first Scorpion now.
Yes, here's a
Oh.
Scorpio. And there's not enough Asabar, not enough Sparabar in the mix. Like, every time he gets a bit of a front line, they all disappear.
Yeah. What's the villager count looking like now?
73 to 73.
Oh,
So
dead even.
dead even, but Borg's being pushed in the back of his base. The population doesn't look too bad, but
Borg is gathering gold at the top of the map without being contested, so it's not
oh, very
completely
nice.
over.
That's right.
Yeah, he's just trying to grow his Asabar account.
Striker's not
Actually,
taking
Asabars are good against everything Striker has right now.
truly.
Everything, pretty much.
Just needs a little bit more, more of them, right? He's only got 5.
Yeah, but he's making 3 at a time at least. So let's see. Now is Striker gonna make a fortress?
I think actually no. The tug of war seems to be have tipped in Striker's favor all of a sudden.
Yeah.
The population is now 20 down for Borg.
Yeah, and remember he's still in the Bronze Age.
He is floating a lot of food, a lot of gold, which is good. Just missing wood to build a ton of bowmen, and those bowmen were keeping in the game, right? Just continue to kite back into his base.
Yeah,
And-
now it's looking quite grim for, yeah, there's the resign. Well, GG.
I'm impressed that Borg was able to hold that push off for so long. Like just even mentally, like that's a heavy burden. Oh jeez. Oh, I think I might know why Borg tapped out. Holy, he's got half of his villagers here.
Yeah. Well done by Striker.
Well done by
Played that
Striker.
really well. Yeah.
All right. Let's see the villager count here while we give our players a break.
Somebody needs to time out Igori for saying scorpions instead of Scorpios. Scorpions are in Mortal Kombat and Age of Empires 2. In Age of Empires Online, they're called Scorpios without an N.
Looks like Borg was doing quite well, getting a second town center. Was ahead on villagers majority of the game, but if we look at the current military chart,
Yeah, almost always behind. Actually, always behind, without an exception.
always behind. Even took when he was leaving his base for the first time, when you were thinking that they were like neck and neck on army count there, but the slingers took the win, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Okay. Let us. Oh, we need to change this. Striker 2. So can he close it out? I wonder. And it's going to have Norse versus Romans.
Mm-hmm. The latest civs in Age Online. Going at it neck to neck.
That's right. Oh no. Why is Borg now 1? Oh, okay, I'll fix this. Okay, map is Oasis. Okay. Yeah, it works. Nice.
Very good.
No, I don't think he. I think he knows he doesn't need to switch his civs.
Ace got me thinking, saying the Balearic Slinger is the cheapest slinger in the game.
No.
For a moment, I really like had a moment of stress, thinking if I actually messed up the numbers, and I just had a look, and I would ask the Ace to stop spreading fake news and think of my heart rate.
That's what I'm saying. They are pretty expensive, like relative.
No, they are 35.15. Yeah, that's 5 resources more than both Egyptian and Babylonian slingers.
Okay, okay. Which makes sense, right? Like as their cost goes down, they become more in range with the other slingers and other
Mm-hmm.
civilizations.
Yep. Only the Celtic slinger is more expensive, but Celt slingers are beasts. So
Mm-hmm.
they have far more health than other slingers and have druid support and higher base DPS and so on and so forth. But I'm interested to see if Striker is gonna go. Why is his wood count so low? Did he build a dock?
No, he's building a
Forward
castellum up
Castellum.
front. This is
Wow.
strange. I don't know how I feel about this. This is like in the middle of the map. Like clearly Borg's gonna see this. Is what I'm saying.
He will, but what can he do about it at this point in the game? Did he have a barrack started already, or?
He does, yes.
Okay,
He's gonna have his own barracks. He picked Norse for a reason, and I'm assuming that reason is like good, solid pressure on his opponent. That being said, like this is a solid Castellum, right? If he gets Presidium in H2, right, it could also do some good damage. Take some map control from here, from the actual Oasis in the middle. So
Yeah.
not a bad idea if he can continue to maintain like map control. If he doesn't, if he loses it,
This is a gamble, yeah, for Striker. If he loses this fight, then he's gonna lose his production too.
yeah, and
And
it's gonna
Borg
set him
seems to
back.
be able to hold. Yeah, look at this.
Good micro
He's gonna
though by Striker.
by both of them.
Yeah, we even got the two scouts in the mix here, and that should.
Even that villager coming in to help, but she just threw a punch and ran. She's like, "Get that, bastards!" Yeah, if okay, so Borg didn't get housed either. I was looking at his population count
Very
because
nice.
one thing that happens often with Norse is when you're like defending against stuff like this is that you forget your longhouse, and getting housed with Norse is a bit more devastating than other civs because of their longhouses giving 10 pop
Yeah, it
instead
takes
of
so
5.
long.
But this is actually a very good hold from Borg. These are cost-effective trades. Norse spearmen do.
40 and
Uh,
20 versus 35 and 20. Yeah.
yeah. So
See
and
the
those
training
two scouts together, the training time is the same.
12 and 12. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
And look at this. He sees now the Castellum. He's
Yeah,
gonna try
that's
to.
that's the problem I was talking about. Now, Borg can do multiple things. He can just go after this Castellum, or he can go to H2, get a dock. Well, I guess this is not the best thing he could be doing, losing to the Spearman, but
Yeah.
he
No.
still has 4 spears to the 4 of Striker. Now that more is being added, but Borg is not gathering gold. He's not producing any extra spearmen compared to Striker. Oh, there we go. First 20 gold in the bank by
I think
Borg.
he's
He can
gonna
queue enough.
try. I thought he was gonna try to go for a second H because he was floating a little bit of food, but it doesn't look like
Ooh.
that. The tug of war continues.
Yes. But is it Striker's scout that's
3
being
to
attacked or the
6.
spearman? Yeah,
Ooh.
now it's starting to
And
look
there's
a
a
little
lot of hurt.
dicey. Yeah. Oh.
You're right. It was just that like half second of not half second exactly, but that little bit of time where Borg wasn't training any spearmen.
Mhm.
This is gonna be a tough.
he is going to H2 and so is Striker, so maybe with some godlike micro, Borg can come back. Notice that Striker hasn't gathered any stone, so he's still on a 1 TC plan.
But
Oh, he actually has a dock, so
He's
everything
got a
I
dock.
changed is now irrelevant. Yeah, okay, never mind.
and this is actually a really really critical moment, right? Like so, Borg's gonna get to H2. He's gonna get throwing axemen. Striker's gonna get legionaries, but legionaries have such high melee infantry damage, or melee infantry armor, where
Yeah, and
if,
snare.
and snare. Where if Borg doesn't micro really well with his long throwing axemen, it might be hard for him to come back. But
Yeah.
something
Here's a
Striker
second
doesn't
PC. Yeah, but he does have that fishing boat gathering. The units he's gonna be making in this game for the most part will cost food and gold. So if you can get your food from fish instead of berries like Borg is, I think you're a happy person.
he's
But
gonna
here
try
comes
to go
Striker.
for the
He's gonna go
villagers.
for the villagers, but Borg's control is too good. Look at this individual micro. Very nice.
Yeah. Nothing's building this TC actually.
Yeah, but he's not losing villagers either. I'm really
Yeah,
impressed.
I think he lost one villager, and
Did he?
yeah, he lost one. But other than that,
Okay.
nothing much. Getting up a
Mm-hmm.
second barracks.
Libertian in the queue for a striker, securing that pond.
Yeah, smart, smart. I think he's gathering some stone himself. Yeah, so he's gonna have a second town center not too far from now.
Mm-hmm.
Legionaries being produced. Oh my God, 700 food.
Yep. That's
That's
what having the pond does to you.
that's too much food. That is too
Yeah.
much food. He can go to H3 soon. Like
Actually, he can, yeah. No,
instead, he's dropping down his second town center.
I think that's a smarter choice.
I forgot that he needs wood to put down a second town center. My mistake. Borg, I know, if
Yep.
he sees the water has been taken by Striker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
the scout is an auto attack.
That's a shame.
Yeah, but he is gonna give his life, letting his emperor know that the pond has been taken.
I think a front line of spearmen with strong melee
Mhm.
infantry armor plus some throwing axemen are really strong.
Yes. Yeah, so um Norse spearmen are actually kind of unique in the way that not only do they counter cav, they can also provide a very formidable front line for the Norse because they have that high base health, higher than any other spearman in the game, and they also get extra health with their champion upgrade. So they really are a very tanky unit.
hmm
Yes.
We see
So.
the classic, well now classic, double farms coming out from Borg.
Mhm. He's really scraping the bottom of the barrel for his resources right now, whereas Striker is just swimming in food.
31 villagers to 32. So soon Borg
Mhm.
will, oh no, they're about even.
Yes. Wow.
Look at this.
Look at that. Yeah. Who is the Norse player here again?
And we're not even seeing engineers being made.
Yeah.
Or,
Here's the
here's the
engineer.
engineer. There you go. Borg's like trying to do something on this side of the map with some of his throwing axemen, but he doesn't realize that an even more forward position is being taken by Striker. Might be able to take this. Striker's army is slightly
Probably.
out of position.
Actually, know that Liburnian will be in range. That scout is gonna let Borg know that the Liburnian is coming. I don't know if he can stay here. He's still focusing down the Castellum, but now he needs to evacuate because here come the legionaries. Yeah, there we go.
And
What's that on
Presidium.
Presidium? Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
just a couple guys.
Yep.
Nice-
Nice micro. I
Nice
really like
pickup.
that from
Yeah.
Borg. Yeah.
The power of having your health bars on, right?
That's true. Yeah. I think it was Geese last night on a stream that I noticed that he doesn't have health bars on, and I told him to enable it. If he's watching now, then you know why I asked you to do that.
This is some costly pickups that Borg is getting. So
Wow, yeah, look at that. The legionary just took a bunch of axes right in the face.
and now he's taking the population lead too.
Mm-hmm.
Although it'll be hard now to push into strikers either side of the map.
Yeah, actually, as I say that, I just realized that throwing axemen have 2 less range than Castellum, so they can't actually attack the Castellum without being attacked back.
hmm
Yeah, with other bowmen you can do that, but not with throwing axemen.
See here, both these players just content to macro up. Soon, hopefully, Borg with that early armory upgrade. Actually, say that, but Striker's
Yeah.
getting the strongest armory upgrade he can against Norse, which is this melee infantry
And
armor.
also getting an SPQR in his forum.
Yeah, you don't see this often. It's a bit late,
No.
typically, but
It's fine. I think it's pretty okay. Well, since the changes to SPQR, it has become more of a late H2 upgrade rather than just, get the forum, research SPQ as fast as you can.
mhm.
But I think it's still quite alright. Now his villagers are going to be producing faster. And if we check the villager count soon, we will see that It's gonna be, yeah, now it's in favor of Borg, but not for long.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. The striker right now is just encircling Borg's base. Borg's got
Luckily
one.
for Borg, yeah, that gold mine there, yeah, gold deposit there is helpful, but he's not researching anything from his armory just yet.
No,
Not
no, he's not. He
storehouse. Yeah,
has
that's the
enough.
one.
He has more
Yeah,
than enough.
H3 in the queue. Oh, this is gonna be
Huge.
pretty bad. Borg is making a wall at the right side at the same time to try and
Ah,
it's not gonna be in
won't
time,
be
but would have
enough.
been a really nice play. But I think he can still make the play. I mean, these legionaries will be stuck, and I'm really liking
He needs to make a wall.
Borg's
He needs to make a.
individual unit control has been pretty good this game.
Yeah. This
And
this
these
is a
legionaries
huge
are not
pickup.
trapped.
It's
These are
37
trapped.
to 21.
Oh,
Borg can stand here and fight.
that's not a fight you can take. The legionaries will shred through those throwing axemen if they don't kite. Well,
I
not
think
if
there's
the
just so
legionaries
many
do
more,
that.
right?
Yeah,
It's double the army.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, and look at this. The
Oh, look
wall
at
gets
this,
made up.
built the last piece on the left. Well,
I think it's more than enough. It's just enough to buy him some time.
hmm
Um,
but H3 is here for Striker. That's the problem.
actually, at the front of his base too, he's being pushed in. This double TC should be able to help clean this up, but Borg's army
Yeah,
is slightly out of position.
but Striker's resource count is much higher than Borg, and he's already in H3. So I wonder what's gonna happen next. Is he gonna put down a bunch of siege workshops for Scorpios, because Scorpios are really devastating against.
No, it looks
Oh,
like
he's actually going for Cretan Bowman. Okay.
4 auxilia camps coming down.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a double armor? Double armory too. Switching, getting barbed arrows. Um, Borg's, I think he's waiting for H3. Um, he knows now, like he knows that Striker's in H3, so with that new tool too. So hopefully
Yes, well, it's not new. It's very old. That was removed temporarily.
look at all these farms. This is the
Yeah, 18 farms, and Striker has been fishing all game, so
fishing, but also like
polar opposite.
he has the advantage of being able to use all these deers, all this berry bushes, berry bushes. Oh, what the heck? Um, let's see. Borg still has a sizable army. Not as much as Striker, but still sizable.
No. Legionary champion in the queue and Cretan Bowman being produced, though it's starting to look scary.
Mm-hmm.
Borg is peeling off half of his throwing axemen to maybe go
Do some
around
raid.
the pond, and yeah. But
Yeah.
that's the thing though, with throwing axemen, you really want to keep them in one large ball of throwing axemen, and it becomes exponentially stronger the more of them that you have. But wow, look at this! Borg putting down a bunch of
Huge
archery ranges, and
transition.
is he gonna go for a bowman of his own, getting throwing axemen champion too?
I wonder if Striker sees that Borg's pushing into this side of the base, he might be able to. Never mind, take that back. But I wonder if Striker just decides to push in after seeing it.
Oh yeah, that would be a legitimate, and doing exactly that. Exactly that.
Well, I was supposed to say there's a lot of villagers here that could be picked off. Striker doesn't pay attention, but Striker doesn't care.
46 legionaries and 15 bowmen. I don't think Borg can hold this.
With melee infantry armor.
Yeah.
Throwing Axeman
Legionary,
champion.
no less.
Throwing Axeman champion's not done yet. If I was Borg, I'd wait for that upgrade if I could. But
Oh,
this is a really good fight. Like, look at all these legionaries not getting onto the throwing axemen. This might be the
Yeah,
best
but
fight
it's-
Borg could be hoping to take. He's coming in with the
But-
rest of these throwing axemen.
Okay, now that might be a difference maker actually. Throwing Axeman champion
Okay.
is now researched too, and he is making his bowman, his own bowman. So
No, Borg.
okay, now it's looking pretty alright, but more and more legionaries coming in from the left. Some
Oh,
slingers,
no.
now that Striker has seen the Norse bowman. Yeah, it's
Population
starting
count,
to-
though. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Almost to 100 versus
Harjars.
a 66.
Mhm.
Harjar's Berserkers being queued up. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at the
Yeah.
bowman count.
Yeah, the queue is huge,
Just
but his
not
army
enough
count is
production,
not.
right? Like,
No. So whenever you queue up so many bowmen, it's better to just cancel a few of them and put down a few more buildings. because you're but look at that berserker.
Oh
Killed
god.
legionaries, but yeah, he falls to his death after getting one swing in. So
Screen
he was
Bowman.
young and hopeful, but not successful.
I would love to see him use these hard charters, like to try to put down some more production facilities.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. Even if he doesn't want to spend villager seconds building new production, since
Yeah.
he's just camping back at his base with his... Yeah, there he goes. Actually, he's gonna do exactly that. Very
Okay,
nice.
good. He's losing a ton of production. And
Yeah,
35
he
Creed
is.
Bowman. That number jumped up so quickly.
Yes.
A very good transition. And there's no skirmishers in the mix here. It's just Bowman.
Yeah, I mean, those berserkers are so dead. Oh.
He's getting one swing, two swings, and done and dusted.
Yeah, now the flanking berserker might be a little more successful, but never mind.
No.
No.
The numbers advantage is too strong for Borg, and he taps
Yeah.
out 3
Yeah.
nothing for Striker.
Yeah, very strong.
Very strong
performance all series long.
I think this is the first time we actually saw Striker play on stream, so... or no. Did we see Striker in the last round? Who did he face in the last round?
I don't remember.
Eshwar. Yeah, they played off stream. So yeah, this is the first time we've seen Striker play, and man, just showcasing his power.
Yeah, he's been practicing a lot, so
Oh, he headed off.
he's
He went to bed.
offline.
He went to bed.
Yeah, it's 1:20 a.m. for him. Yeah, yeah, but Striker has been practicing a lot, in fact. So you can see the results clearly.
Yeah, very clearly. And mastery of multiple different types. Mastery of like both Greeks, which is impressive in itself, and the Romans. He might be a shoo-in for the best Roman player, unless.
Why not? Yeah,
other
that's one of the
players have
community
something to say
prizes.
something.
So sure, yeah, yeah.
It's cool to see
Good
like
performance by Borg, though. Borg has only been recently starting to play Norse, and I will have to say, for the amount of time he spent on Norse, he's doing pretty well.